Listen, last class we were discussing about insertion sort and bubble sort. So today we are going to see about selection sort. The selection sort is somewhat similar to that of an insertion sort, but it is not the same, right? So let me have what is the total number of elements we have? 6 elements, right? Normally in an insertion sort, what we will do? We will be considering the first element to be a sorted one, and then we will be proceeding on, right? So here in selection sort, we won't take the first element to be a sorted one, right? So this portion is sorted portion, and this portion is unsorted portion. The previous portion, right? It is sorted. We'll be imagining that it is a sorted, and the rest all unsorted, right? So then, what we'll be doing is we will be taking a minimum element, right? So we'll be taking we'll be finding a minimum element, and with that element we will be comparing it with the first element, right? So what is the minimum element in this?
1.
First let me take this, if I am starting this to be as an I. This is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. First initially I is 0, starting from 0. So I am also considering that I to be as a minimum value. Initially what I am assuming is I is to be as a minimum value, and then keep on comparing with all the other elements, right? And then I am going to find the minimum value and compare with the I to that minimum value, and if it is finding that if it is minimal, I am going to replace it, otherwise I am not going to replace it. Can we write a code parallelly for this? Okay. So what is to be done now? I need a loop, right? So for traversing, from where I am going to start?
0.
I less than n minus 1.
Where the ball? 24 seconds left.
Okay.
18.
So and then
18.
what I am supposed to do now? I am starting I from the 0th index. Yes. Then what I have to compare it with all the other elements. So for that I need to find a minimum value, right? Can I assume that I to be as a minimum first?
Green
Can I consider I to be as a minimum? Okay. So is that fine? So I is in 0th index, and min is also 0. Fine? Okay. So now I have to traverse. I have to pick an element and I have to traverse till the end. So what I am doing is, since I am starting from 0, I am considering j to be as I plus 1. From the next element only I need to compare. Right? So okay. For what I should write now? J is equal to
I plus 1.
very good, I plus 1, j less than
N minus 1. N.
n, j plus plus. Is that fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now I have started. What I am supposed to do now? That is j plus 1. So this is I. So this is minimal now. And then I am going to compare it with the next. Okay. What has to be compared? A of j has to be compared with the A of I, or because A of minimum you cannot do with I, because minimum is I is equal to minimum, right? Both are same. So A of j has to be compared to the minimum value. So what condition I have to write here? What has to be checked now? if A of J is greater than A of, is that fine? If it is greater, I need to go for a swapping. I have to swap. What has to be done? Swap. Can I swap? If it is greater, I need to swap, or what I have to do? See, for example, I is 7 now. Sorry, I is 0. Now I is 0. J is 1. Minimum is also 0. So A of J is what? 4. As per the statement. A of J is 4. You are comparing A of J with, what is there in minimum? Is A of J is greater than A of minimum? Is A of J is greater than minimum? Okay. So what has to be done now? Is this right? Is this right? What has to be done?